comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane.
No. Clowns.
There's no clown music. There's none.
There you go. You just answered your own
That's
question.
hardly music.
That's more music than what you were doing.
What was I doing?
The Santa crap.
Santa Crap and Santa Crap 2.
It's clown. There's the movie about
Tim Allen?
clowns.
The Tim Allen movie?
There's no Santa. There's no snow. There's no elves.
Actually, he was a thing that lived on a mountain, in a cold mountain, and his nose got red because it was cold. If you were paying attention. Thank you. This is my favorite movie. I know everything about it.
Welcome to the Tangents of Horror podcast, where we jump way ahead. Way to give away the lore.
Lore becomes before. That's why it's called lore. It builds upon the world we're already
That's
living in.
Steven. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Steven.
And today we're talking about clown. Clown. That's it. That's the title. Clown.
That's my nose going in. I can't. Don't look
Just
at me.
no more.
No more onomatopoeias.
No more.
Clown.
This is a movie that
2014?
you recommended.
I did. You know why? Because I put it on when all my girls come around. When I take a nice honey home, and I said, let me put on a nice flick. I put on Clown.
That is weird.
Put on Clown.
I'd rather them put on clown.
What are they trying to say?
No, like never. I meant like
That I'm
the
not
makeup.
good enough? That I'm not man enough? That I'm a clown? I'm funny? I'm a funny guy?
Directed by John Watts.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, which you just learned. Look at you.
I knew that the whole time. I'm playing coy.
He did 2 Spider-Man movies, by the way.
The best ones.
And it stars Laura Allen, Andy Powers, Peter Stormare.
You
Stormare?
have no idea, dude.
I do know. Because he's in like everything.
Name 3.
Armageddon, Clown, John Wick. Oh,
Fuck,
I thought I was going to fuck that up.
Shit.
And apparently Eli Roth was in this as another clown.
As a picture.
I'm assuming that's who
that's
he was.
the only character I can think of.
That's
unless
the
he's
only
the
other
dad.
clown. He's not, because that's
No.
Andy Powers.
Andy Powers.
It's not Andrew. It's Andy, Steven.
Well, maybe his birth name, his Guffy.
like Toy Story.
With the backwards N on the shoe.
Have you seen that? I'm afraid to ask.
I think I've seen the first one. I have it on VHS.
That's the best one.
Okay, good.
Despite what everyone says, 3 is not the best one. You're
God,
crazy.
Those people don't know how to live.
Crazy bitches. All right, the opening of this movie. Ow.
Screaming and clowns and pictures of clowns.
It did not make me want to keep watching it. I'm not.
What? I thought that was the whole movie.
You can't throw screaming kids at
Imagine
me
in the theaters.
and expect me to enjoy myself.
I can.
But it was a kid's birthday party.
It was.
So
Yeah, so the screaming children was allowed.
and it was a clown theme. Did
Was it
you
a
know
whole theme?
anyone? Everything was clowns.
Oh,
there.
shit, was it? Oh, no.
The cake,
The kid had a
I
real
was about to say
fixation.
Pop-Tarts, but there's no Pop-Tarts.
No,
The
he was eating
balloons.
Eggos the next day.
Eggos.
Yeah,
I like
that was the
Eggos.
breakfast food. Good, and he had syrup on the table.
Did you know anyone who had an obsession with clowns?
No.
I think that was like way before.
Yeah, before like TV.
both of our times.
Yeah. Before TV.
I never went to a birthday time.
With
A
clowns
birthday time.
that had a clown. I've never seen a clown, I think.
I've been to a circus.
Yeah.
There was clowns
Yeah,
there, but that's
that's where they live. That's where
well, yeah,
clowns
that's
live
where their
now.
home is.
Yeah.
They stay there.
They
They
eat
eat
kids.
there. Huh? Oh, well, according to this movie.
Yeah, that's all clowns.
I say thoughts on Dumbo the clown, but apparently it's
Dumbo.
Dumbo. As in
'Cause
like
Dumbo-
Dummo.
Yeah, Dumbo would be copyright.
Because he's dumb to be wearing the suit, I guess.
And dumb just because he can't even spell. Double
So
the clown.
if you don't know what the movie's about,
But a clown. It's in
a
the
clown
title.
is supposed to go to a party,
Mm-hmm.
and he bails because he's a dick.
Well,
He's rude, and he has no feelings for children,
he has a permanent...
which is better
yeah.
than what happens with the clown we get.
Right, because husband goes through dead guy's house.
Yeah, that is rude too.
Yeah, he's
You
like,
don't just go through some dead dude
hold on,
stuff.
honey.
No, but really, he's trying to look for something to put together as a clown costume. He has like a mop on his head and all
Yeah.
this shit, and then he sees a box with a clown suit in it.
Thank
so
God.
he puts it on, even though it's
Perfect.
dusty as shit.
Yeah.
Would you put that shit on?
I'd rinse it maybe. See what it's made out of.
You throw it in the laundry
Rub
quickly.
it. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he was just next door, considering how fast
yeah,
he got back
God.
to the house.
Yeah, like
The
25
wife
seconds.
literally hangs up the phone and
Yeah.
he's there.
Sorry, honey.
That was funny. I felt like a lot of the intro was just very pushed together sort of thing, but it was decent,
Yeah.
I guess.
He was-
it got right into it.
If you think about it, he's essentially in this clown costume for the entire movie. Other than like the
First
5
10
minute
seconds, yeah.
opening, boom, you got it. You're in a clown costume the whole
I
movie.
do kind of wish the transformation went a little faster.
Okay, I disagree.
Oh, just a little bit, not like really fast, but because it shows you what the final transformation looks like.
On the VHS,
Quite a few,
on the VHS, on the film.
yeah, on the film.
Well, no, other than drawings, you're not quite sure if that's like hyperbole.
Maybe one more phase of it or something.
Okay, between when he's completely gone.
Mhm.
Yes, I agree.
And
Oh,
I'm
you
not
want it
gonna lie,
longer.
this husband
He
is a
wants it longer.
dumbass.
Yes.
When he's trying to get the suit off at first because it's stuck on him, he uses a fucking X-Acto knife.
under
That's
his
his
sleeve.
that's his go-to.
Even you were noticing. You're like, stop. When he's under he's right at his wrist, and then
And then slices,
Yeah.
and then slices his
Oops.
wrist open,
it's
and
just-
then uses a fucking saw,
yeah,
cutting away, which
yeah, smart.
is better. But I would have went to the doctor a lot sooner than he did.
Scissors. I would have tried scissors so hard. That's kind of like what I imagine they're made for.
Well, and then when he goes to the doctor, he doesn't even mention the suit. He
Yeah.
just says like
What does he
the
say?
wig won't come off and the nose won't come off. No, the
he
nose.
was just there to cure his wound from the nose.
Yeah,
that
because
his
the wife rips it off.
That's all he was there for. Not, boss, I haven't pissed for a day.
Oh yeah,
He just started going.
I guess so. Ooh,
Yeah, think about
that
it.
is a very nasty clown
Think
suit.
about it.
Oh,
Gets the,
oh, what if he had
Some
to poo?
yeah, exactly. And he did, because he was eating.
Oh,
Wow.
He was eating a lot
Oh, yeah.
because he does go through at least one day. Because there's the one night where he eats everything
yeah,
in the house,
yeah.
trashes the place.
Yeah. And did you
Oh.
notice the dog was also rummaging through the garbage in the same moment?
I didn't notice that.
Same exact scene. Yeah.
Yeah, because when he first tells his wife that the suit won't come off,
Yeah.
she takes like medical
Yeah.
pliers because it kind of shows us that she's a nurse.
Yeah,
or she
some
says
sort of
this is what I
dentist.
do for a living.
She's a dentist.
Oh, does she work at
Because
the
the
dentist
kid
office
later
too?
on said that.
Oh,
She
okay.
said, I saw you work at the dentist's office.
So that makes even less sense.
Yeah.
'Cause if she's a
Maybe
dentist,
it's like pulling a tooth. Maybe that's what she was referring to.
sure. I guess
Right? And that's
it
why
would
she
have
put her
made more
leg up.
sense if she was a nurse, but
Yeah.
she literally has to put her leg
Her
up.
leg up. Yeah.
If it's not coming off and it starts bleeding before it rips off, and then it rips off and half his nose is
Well,
fucking
that's what
moving.
molars do. You ever rip out a tooth?
This isn't a tooth.
I've had my wisdom
This
tooth.
isn't a tooth.
She's a dentist.
Let's say he like super glued it on.
Yeah.
You would still not do it this way.
Listen, you're saying put some alcohol solution under the crease of his
At
nose?
least try. They didn't put anything under there. They just went for it.
They gotta
That's
wake.
what she
They
said.
gotta wake up in the morning. They can't wait. There's working parents. Oh, come on! You're supposed to cut me off.
I'm waiting for you to defend the movie that you like. It's funny. It's entertaining to me.
Okay,
Steven.
what's your real plight here? Why is the wife doing this? She's stupid.
All right. That's it.
What do you need an explanation for that?
No, I was just saying.
Fuck you. You want to know why the wife? Oh, why is she trying so hard to pull off this?
Yeah, why why?
It's a fucking whatever. He'll get a little skin gone on his nose. She didn't seem to really give a shit.
That was my point.
You saw afterwards.
And then so he does go to the doctor
she
because
doesn't
of
like
that.
him.
Either way. Now he does go to the doctor because of his
Yeah.
nose or whatever,
Good.
and then doesn't mention the other stuff.
No, he's an idiot.
That's what I mean. Because the doctor even asks, "Oh,
Yeah.
what'd you do to your wrist?" I cut myself.
Yeah, he needs
No, not on purpose.
Yeah, yeah,
Trying to get the suit off.
yeah.
Did you want to expand on
Yeah.
that? Ask. Maybe
He's sad.
he is sad. He's a sad
He's a
clown.
sad guy. He was already defeated as a husband, as a father.
Yeah, because it kind of shows that. Was he a bad father?
Well, the only scene that alludes to that is when the father fixes just makes the swing set,
That's
because
right.
it was like seeming like that he was neglecting building a swing set for the kid.
Even though it seems that all the houses, like I would assume it was trying to allude to, like he's too
He's
busy
a
with
house
his job.
flipper, I would imagine. Yeah.
But it seems like all the houses are in the neighborhood.
Right. Yeah.
When the wife is going to visit him,
Yeah.
or not visit, but like
Look for
track
him,
him
yeah.
down,
All the
she
properties
goes
he
to all the
owns.
houses
Yeah,
in a night.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You should-
So I thought that was a little weird. It's almost like that was going to be a plot point, but it didn't really need to be at the end of the day, and they just kind of
that he's not a good
forgot about
father. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It was always said, well, maybe that's for us to determine. He isn't a perfect man.
I don't know. That just that one scene could have
Yeah.
easily not been there because
Very much so.
there was no other inkling of any sort
Yeah.
of bad
Definitive,
father.
yeah.
Oh man, and then fuck, what happened after that? Oh, the lore of the clown, because he actually starts to track
Mm-hmm.
down, and this actually goes pretty quick. All of this is happening like right after the other. As soon as he goes to the doctor, as soon as no one believes him,
Yeah.
he starts.
Tracks
He goes
down the-
back to the house and looks in. I think he looks in the trunk.
Yeah.
And there's papers about these costume guys, and that's where he finds Peter Stormare,
Yes.
who is the guy that's in like every fucking movie.
Yeah.
He's fucking awesome. He tries to cut his head off,
Yeah. Just immediately to kill him.
and basically throughout the whole movie, he continues to do the whole like this.
Yeah.
He tries to cut his head off through the whole movie, and it's hilarious because this is another
Yeah.
thing. What like the wife character doesn't make sense to me.
And I can
She
explain this.
keeps asking him for help,
Yes.
but she knows that's what he's going to do.
So there was a conversation they were having when she confronted him to find out he was strong on the idea of do not trust him under any means. He will lie to you.
Mhm.
And she kept saying, no, you don't know him. I know he's still in there. And so this was the main conflict ideologically that these two characters had. And so that's why she kept trying to stick her neck out for the clown. And he just wanted to kill him because he's like, he's untrustworthy. He's done. The husband is done. But she's kept stopping him, mostly because he's still the only one that can get the suit off. So she has to keep him around. But she will protect him, the clown.
But she kind of knew at that point because we find out
That it was his only motive. I agree.
No. We find out that the only what does she find that out later? Because she gets it out. No, because she gets it out of him.
She trusts him till the very end.
Well, no, because I was gonna say to get the clown suit off.
Yeah.
So first we find out that clowns used to be some sort of like
Folklore.
demonic
Yeah.
folklore monster that would
Hide in
hide in caves
Caves.
and feed on children,
and,
basically.
and would eat 5 children for one for every month of winter.
And it somehow became
Yeah.
what we know as the clown.
Yes.
It-
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I forget how
popular
he explained
like the
how it
story got
dwindled
lost.
down.
The story of the original meaning of a clown, the monster of a clown got lost, and then we just kind of took the face of the clown and used it in our popular culture to laugh at. For the white
Okay,
face
so
and
I
red
would
nose.
still want to know how the clown suit went from being
a
a clown
yeah,
demon to
just the
just
skin
a
and the hair.
clown. Like that's, yeah. That if they ever, well, they're not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
make a sequel because it's been how many years, but
Shit.
that would have been something I would
Yeah.
want explored.
Absolutely.
But that's the lore, and then we find out that someone else wore the suit,
Yeah.
which is the guy that
Yeah.
we thought it was the brother that owned the house, but then we find out.
Which is weird though, because the director is credited as someone the clown.
He's just the clown in the picture because it's a younger version of that guy.
Oh,
Unless he's the clown in the video,
that's what I'm thinking.
that too.
That's what
He
I
could
just
be
came to
both,
mind. Yeah.
because it's supposed to be the
That's
same
true
clown.
because the guy's on the screen, so it can't be him. Wait.
His brother's the doctor. His brother ends up being the doctor
Like-
that strapped him into that chair,
Okay.
and then
okay,
figured out because. So
Feed
he
him
traps
5
him in.
kids.
He traps him in the chair, and then
Yeah.
he literally waits for him to turn into the full
Yeah,
demon.
yeah.
And then asks the demon,
Yeah. What it?
"How am I going to get my brother back?" And he
Yeah.
says, "You have to bring me 5 children.
Yeah.
I eat them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I basically go away."
Yeah. Turn back into the suit, maybe.
Very Pennywise.
Yeah.
Because
Very much
Pennywise, pardon me, comes back every, I think it's 25 or
Yes.
27 years.
Yeah.
Eats a bunch of kids and then goes
just
back into hibernation.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's very inspired or
Well,
accidental.
this one almost seems like a host situation, where
Well, that's how it comes
yeah,
back.
Yeah. Is it needs a host to perform this deed, and then we'll go.
Well,
No.
Pennywise comes back only if something very violent happens.
Oh,
I think.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, feeds off that energy.
Yeah, it feeds off fear
Yeah.
for the most
Yeah,
part.
that's
That's
right.
why it
Yeah.
goes after children, because they're the
the
easiest to scare.
Just like
And-
Monsters Inc.
Basically.
Yeah, but
Just
they're
not as
also
nice.
the easiest to make them laugh, as we learn at the end of Monsters Inc. 1.
Well, Monsters Inc. It's screaming, so that's why
Yes.
they scare
But then
them.
laughter.
And
we
then
learn at
yeah,
the
which
end.
is funny
It's beautiful.
because it's laughter. Get it? Because laughing.
Laughter's
is
funny.
I mean, laughter itself isn't. I mean, it can be, but
Scooby Doo's laugh is funny.
it's pretty good. That was not good
If you
because
speed
I'm
that
not
up,
laughing.
speed that up in post, and then it'll sound exactly like it.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
You don't know how.
No, I do, but I'm not going to trace
Wink.
down that like
Wink,
point.
time
to-
stamped.
No,
Wink,
no, no,
wink.
no. I don't know how to timestamp on this. Are you crazy?
wink.
Do you want me to accidentally turn it off?
Yeah, no, you just hit a bunch of buttons.
Oh yeah, clown.
Clown.
Oh,
And
we
it's-
didn't mention because we said the dog. When she
Yes.
pulls the nose off, the dog eats it.
Yeah.
because that comes back.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Scary clown dog, and he didn't look very clowny. It just looked like
I'll
a
talk
pale
about that
dog.
now. That was stupid.
Yeah.
It just happened so quick. It was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's what happened to the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dead.
Here's a CGI dog now. It's like, what?
And then as soon as you don't like it, it's dead. Yeah, it just gets its head cut off. Good entrance for that character.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's the
I was
dude
going to
that
say,
wor-
it's a
it's
good segue to get him into the shot. He's
But
like,
the lead up to that,
Yeah.
because the dog eats the nose, like that's the first 10 minutes of the movie. And it's not till the last act, 10 minutes near the end,
Yeah.
that the dog shows up and you're like, oh,
Oh,
there he is.
yeah.
Doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dead.
oh, he's dead. Yeah.
All right, that was a good build up.
And like Jack doesn't even run away from it at all.
Nope.
You would think it comes after kids still.
Dude, the kids in this movie are stupid as fuck.
Okay. But how do you view those events where the kids
Like, I
are
get it because they're people they know.
Not
Well,
even-
No, sorry.
from a filmmaking point of view?
Lazy.
Would you have corrected that? If that
I would
was
have tried to because that was
Because I
just
s-
lazy. That was something just.
No, I see that as perfect humor. I think that's hilarious. I think that's slapstick. That these kids are so like, hi. I thought that whole scene was hilarious when he was in the motel room hiding, and he's like, "I've got a cookie. I got this. I got that," and it's a close up on his face, just fucking trying to not hear this cute little kid going, "I got a cookie. I can give you, Mister." I think these are the points we can
Okay,
laugh.
so if they're trying to be funny, it's just in my mind misplaced.
fair enough. Okay,
Because the movie itself is not
I agree because it's shot very dramatically.
like when we were talking about how Evil Dead mixes that really well. It's
It's
just
because it's punchy editing.
yeah,
And when they pause, it's for a reason. But this whole movie, I feel, drags in every
and
scene.
you know why else that part doesn't make sense? Because literally like 2 seconds before it, where was he? In the where? No, I was gonna
he
say
just killed the kid, the bully, I think.
No,
No.
he's sleeping somewhere, and a bunch of kids look. Oh no, he's in the bathroom, and the kid looks
Right.
over the
Yeah,
stall,
yeah.
and is scared of
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And then literally the next scene, you have a smaller kid
Yeah.
who isn't scared of him.
Yeah.
So just because those two were so close together, it was like,
I see. Yeah.
why? Like
Why is this? Because he's a dumb little naive kid.
And then later on, when the stuff goes down at Chuck E. Cheese and he's eating the kids in the ball pit,
Yeah.
the girl just goes up to the door and is like, "My mom's missing. Can
Yeah.
you drive me
Yeah.
home?" That one's passable because she knew her.
No, but don't think about it.
But as soon as she
I
pulled,
think of those purely as humor. Like, plot doesn't need to make sense there. Because it's so silly that she would go, "You're nice. I remember you for the..." And her hair is over her eyes. And she's like, yeah, okay. And the girl just willingly opens the door and goes, "You're so nice." It's too funny.
you just see that the bad acting is funny.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I feel like the movie is kind of because it's happened more than once that there's this dumb kid. Like, it seems like it's a funny bit that the movie's doing. Give it a little Evil Dead lens. I know the movie doesn't allude to humor at all. And it's not shot in the way that's very funny. There's no funny shots, unfortunately.
No, not really. I mean, some of
Because if that's, I think, what Evil Dead does, is I think it has very punchy, slapsticky shots
Well,
of
yeah.
like him getting thrown into a shelf, and that only looks funny, or him tripping while going down the stairs. But
I mean, some parts of the ball pit were funny
Yeah.
when the kids were getting pulled through the
Yeah.
tubes, and you just see the body get thrown across.
yeah, but there is a lot of dragging that goes on with a lot of these shots.
Mm-hmm.
The shots drag, and that does take nicks off the movie in itself. Because I feel like it was a little too stretched in every little aspect, just a few seconds too long.
Yeah, like it's fine to use that sort of thing once in a while,
Yeah.
but this movie had a lot of shots that were just like, okay,
Yeah.
all
Because
right.
it set a tone of uneasiness where you couldn't really find the comedy when it came by, and I can definitely see that not being a good move.
And because we were talking about the ball pit, I love the part when you see all the blood coming down the fucking slide.
Yeah.
I love how it took that long for the parents to figure out something
That
was
there's
wrong.
a bloody kid in the ball
Because
pit.
5 minutes earlier, the kid's like, ew, pee,
Yeah,
and
and
gets
his
out and is covered in
sock.
blood. And then we have this like
Yeah,
10-minute
long-
thing that goes
yeah.
on. And then the parents are
Yeah.
like, oh no, there's something.
Only
Wouldn't
when
that
the
kid
kid
have-
runs.
Wouldn't have that kid. No, when the blood comes down the tube.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he jumps out there like, "What's wrong?"
Wouldn't that kid have already told his parents by
Yeah.
then? Like, God, come on, Chuck E. Cheese. And that was just like a really bad commercial for Chuck E. Cheese.
It was.
Because it was like a new attraction,
Yeah.
ball pit. Kid gets pulled under. New attraction, get lost in our tubes.
Yeah,
Greg, Greg.
don't go up there.
Use our brand new slides. Blood just comes down. Oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
random girl just sitting there. Don't go up there.
And she
then
slides.
just walks away.
No,
and you're
she
like, what?
goes down the slide.
So did she?
She
Why was
saw
she
it.
so calm?
Kids, that I was telling you.
Okay, so-
this is comedy. This is the funny.
Okay, I kind of see it there.
And the movie doesn't do well to tell you. That's
No.
the thing. And I think it does take away from it.
Well, because when the story's about a demonic clown, especially the way they portray all of that stuff,
Yeah.
the comedy part doesn't make sense to me.
And I guess it would be fair to say that,
So maybe I just don't want to see it in this movie.
or maybe the movie is confused of what it wants to be.
That as well.
That could be definitely a symptom of that.
Because especially when you see the final form and everything
Yeah.
about the clown
It's
is
terrifying.
terrifying. So yeah, I don't think the
Yeah.
blending didn't work.
They,
well
yeah,
with
they
me.
wanted to, but they didn't know how to kind of portray it to the audience, I think, well enough.
Mhm.
It's unfair that I can cut through it and see the comedy when it's supposed to be there. I see what they're going for, but unfortunately,
I guess I just need.
for the the lesser moviegoers like yourself, yeah, it kind of just doesn't hit with you immediately. And I understand, from a casual point of view,
What was the first time watching it?
right?
And I did find the bully part funny.
Yes,
When he
yeah.
goes after the bully and he's just sitting there swearing to his
Yeah.
video game and
Fuck
shit.
you.
Was that Halo?
It was like Halo knockoff. It
Okay,
was
so
supposed to
they-
be Halo, but they can't use it for legal reasons.
I
probably.
assumed it was some sort of skin
Yeah.
of a Halo game because even when they were like
yeah, teabagging.
teabagging, it looked
Yeah.
too good.
Yeah, yeah. It looked like a red versus blue clip.
And the fucking kid spills that his pop on the carpet
Yeah.
and then picks it up and just spills over. I'm like, why do you have it there anyway?
you fucking. He's a bad kid.
And who puts that many pictures of their kid up in their house? It's creepy.
Only child.
And I love how all of the pictures of him at the age he is right then.
Yeah. No previous baby pics. It's just a bunch of pictures he took within the last 2 weeks.
Well, I'm sure he didn't take them. That'd be
Well,
really
yeah.
weird.
Well, he's egotistical.
Yeah,
All
maybe,
bullies.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. So
he loves himself.
his death was great.
Yeah.
I love who got cut in half. Yeah, it was him.
He
They
did,
come
yeah.
back and
And he's
his
just in
body
half.
is just there.
And
the gore there was
Also,
great.
the slide, the Chuck E. Cheese one, we just see a pair of legs getting
Yes.
thrown. And all the SFX look great.
They did look great.
It looked
I liked it.
A lot of it was practical with the clown, not with the dog.
2 moons.
There was a shot of the car coming over a hill, and the headlights were out of focus and looked like, at first, the one headlight looked like the moon coming up.
Steven got excited.
And then
as
I
hell.
saw 2 headlights, and I said, 2 moons?
You didn't say it. You got you
I got
you almost yelled it.
2 moons!
Another thing about the dad, what was with the don't worry about the blood. I'll clean it up. No one will have to know.
So, okay. Because
Did he think she killed the husband?
I think he thinks the husband killed someone. Because he said, hey, what's happening with your husband? I'll help you in any way. And she's like, don't worry about it. He's like, did he commit a crime? I think he said something like that. Where he was asking her at one point, he's like, did he do something wrong? And so I think he just jumped to a conclusion there. He's like, listen, we got to disappear, guy. We'll do it.
He did not have to be in the movie.
He's just a pain in my
Anything he
ass.
does,
Well,
you
that's-
could have easily taken out.
That's every father-in-law. It adds the tension. The face you gave when I said that's every
Just like,
father-in-law.
what?
That's every father. They're overbearing. They're like, hey, maybe your husband's not good enough for you.
But at first, yeah, that's what I mean. At
That's
first,
all
it's
he's-
like, I don't think he's good enough for you. And then he's like, oh, I'll protect
I'll
him.
tell him, "Hey,
Wouldn't
listen."
you be like, what the fuck did he do?
Yeah.
He's going to jail. Let's get rid of him. Not the complete opposite. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
he's a horrible dad. I'm going to
you're
build
right.
swings for your
You're
kid.
right. He's a little fucking kooky.
It was just so. And then, although his kill was good, because you just see the clown
Yeah.
hand come behind
Yeah.
and rip his jaw off.
Take his face.
Speaking of clown hand, that was a cool part too when he was
When he's-
kind of transitioning.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean about I wish he transitioned at least more throughout the film, because that was pretty early on.
Yes,
And then he just
and-
stays that way with
yeah.
like one long
Tapes
finger.
up garbage bags on his feet.
And his feet didn't even look big at that
No.
point. They just looked covered in garbage
Yeah.
bags.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been funny if like later on
Yeah,
one of the
he had
feet
to
was
hide
bigger.
more and more stuff like the what do you would call that? The
I don't
thing that
know what
goes
you-
around his neck.
Yeah,
the
I don't
frilly
know what they
thing.
called those.
But he grew one of those.
Well, it was on the clown suit.
Yeah, it was like fleshy at the end.
Yeah, the suit almost like it looked kind of like tweed or something
Yeah, yeah.
from like the 20s or some
Yeah.
shit, and then by the end it almost looked like crocodile
Yeah,
skin
yeah.
or some shit, demon skin, if you will,
You're right.
because he's a demon.
He's a demon, and his skin is leathery.
And also, I had no idea that there was so much like Chuck E. Cheese in this movie,
Yeah.
and we just did Willy's Wonderland,
Yeah.
so the happy coincidence.
Happy coincidence. With
Although,
what
ow,
the f?
there's a chair arm there,
And
and
you
it jumped
armed
up
your
at me.
chair.
And it jumped up at me and smacked me. I don't know where I was going with that.
See, when I was waiting for you to go.
I wish they showed more Chuck E. Cheese in the sense of animatronics.
You're right. Yeah.
Like
'Cause then
other
he-
than the play place.
He could have pretended to be an animatronic. He's just standing with animatronics.
I mean, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
Anything with I just
Yeah.
thought it was funny that because they bring it up at the birthday party in the beginning.
Yeah.
Someone's like, "Why didn't you go to Chuck E. Cheese or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that?" And then he ends up going to Chuck E. Cheese to
Yeah.
eat the kids. But I wonder if they got like paid by Chuck E. Cheese for that.
I know, right?
No,
'Cause they-
no,
no.
no. Chuck E. Cheese would not.
You just
that's
name
bad,
dropped Chuck E. Cheese.
and that's bad advertising. Having a clown eat kids in
so
your establishment.
The thing is, they never said Chuck E. Cheese the second time around. It's assumed, obviously. They only said Chuck E. Cheese one time in the movie, and that was at the beginning, where it's like, why didn't you just go to Chuck E. Cheese the first 5 minutes? And then the second conversation is, where would there be kids on a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock? And then
They show the sign though.
it's just like Happy Fun Room. It's just as they're walking in, it doesn't say Chuck E. Cheese. It just says Happy Fun Time Room.
At
And
one point, we see the Chuck E. Cheese sign.
I'm shaking my head, but I'm not 100%
No,
sure.
I'm pretty sure
You
we
might
do
have
at one
inserted
point.
that with your own brain.
No,
I think you did.
no.
I think you did. Comments. Get in the comments.
All right, comments below if you. I'm not going back. I
I'm
don't wanna
not
watch
going
this
back.
movie again
I'll never go
already.
back on my word. There was no Chuck E. Cheese sign. You inserted that with your active memory.
No.
Imagination is what.
Willy's Wonderland. That's right. I went there. Yeah.
He went to
Yeah.
Willy, and he got tickets.
Yeah.
You got the golden ticket to go to Willy's Wonderland.
You need tickets to go there?
That was a really funny joke, and you didn't get it. Wonka, golden ticket. Exactly, dude. I'm on it.
Oh man, I'm more of a Wizard of Oz kind of guy.
The clown.
The clown of Oz?
I had nothing. Okay, I had nothing.
We all have a little bit of nothing, or I don't know. We gotta
Just
get
a
back.
little bit. Oh my god! And Nicolas Cage should have been casted. I think of the clown.
I mean, he should really just be in anything.
that makes
and
sense.
everything.
And then people would understand it's supposed to be funny. That's what they're missing.
I'm not gonna lie. The guy who played the clown,
I saw
some
him.
of his acting was pretty.
I saw him as
shit.
a funny guy. I've only any scene he was in was just slapstick to me. That's how I took it.
no.
Any scene was him was funny.
Stop making
And I went,
excuses
That's-
for these.
I'm telling you
actors.
how I watched it. This is how I view the world. And this is my story. Clown,
Clown.
2014. Written by Eric Clapton.
No.
I don't know who it was.
John Watts.
John
Spider-Man.
Wick. Okay, dude. Read your fucking notes, dude. God, I'm looking at this. I'm looking around.
Well,
for
this is
help.
one of your favorite movies. I'm wondering why.
Ask a
Why?
question, and I can tell you the answer.
Would you ever perm your hair like him and get those colors done?
I do every Pride.
Was it the doctor that said that or the wife? It was the doctor,
Yeah,
right?
she's like, "Did you perm your hair and dye
okay,
it?"
it was her.
Yeah. He's like, "No, I." And then he was going to swear at her. He said, "What the?" And then the kid walked in.
Is this PG-13? No, there's no way.
No.
Does anyone swear in it?
There's viscera and blood.
That's what I mean. That would be weird if there was no
Was there
swearing.
sex? There was mild sex in the beginning.
There was not.
Mild sex.
Oh yeah, she
was getting a little horny.
She was, but then you thought she was getting into the clown soup. Then
Yeah.
it seemed like she didn't.
See, yeah, and that's what I was wondering too. I'm like, is she kind of into this sort of role play sort of aspect?
That's no fun.
Yeah,
Although that just moved it along for him to get it off because he couldn't get it
Well,
off, and
yeah.
then he fell asleep on the couch.
yeah.
What a
and
dumbass!
and
I
I-
just realized
he was
that.
about to get a blowjob too, and he threw it all away. Could that be the
Wow.
demon? You could say it's a demon, because that's what I was
I
thinking.
like that was the excuse though. Like I can't get the stuff off.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have fallen asleep in it. It's like it's a wig.
Yeah, what are you talking about? I didn't super glue it. God.
It was just it was little thing.
See, what I found funny is that no one believed him, and like he was
well,
like,
that's yeah.
people are going to think I'm crazy, and then they do, and I think that's funny.
I like at first how no one's hostile.
Yeah.
Like at his work, they're like, "Why are
Yeah.
you just like a clown?"
Yeah,
And he tells them, they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Okay." And then later on, when he comes home and like there's a bunch of people there,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, "Just take the fucking
Yeah.
shit off."
I tried.
And you're like, "Calm down,"
well, they just don't
because
like.
he's like, "I can't, like it
Yeah, yeah.
physically can't come off." And they're just talking, and then all of a sudden, "Just take the shit off." He's like, "I can't."
See, this might allude to the family already kind of doesn't like him. Maybe he is sort of a bad guy outside of the clown suit because everyone's they're snapping with him. Like this is the final straw.
I mean, he wasn't at the birthday party,
He wasn't at the he was at work closing a house.
and there
Jeez.
wasn't even anyone there.
Yeah, like he can wait.
So like, what was he doing at the
Just
house?
escaping his
cleaning
life.
up.
Just spending time away from his family.
Like
'cause
who
he
doesn't
like
want to go to a clown themed birthday party?
him?
Well, karma sucks.
Karma sucks, and
Because
he
now
deserves
he
it.
is the clown. Do you know if this is actually based on any real folklore? Is there
Oh,
anything like that?
I was hoping you would say real story. And
No.
like a real demon took over. There's like Grundersfeist, which is a word I just made up in German.
So no.
It's gotta be. Do a quick Google search, quick.
I
Type in
really don't
Type
think
in clown folklore.
clown.
I'll help.
Come on,
No, I
man.
won't. It's my phone. It's my phone. It's my phone. It's my phone.
Come
Clown
on.
folklore. Come on, hurry up, dude.
Breaking all this shit.
There you go, Harlequin.
Clown, 4 Harlequin slides. Clown was a buffoon.
Oh, you're
No.
right. No, it was just a Kingsley thing.
It's always
A
just been a
comical
clown.
idiot.
A goof.
Well, this is what they were telling us in the
a
movie.
jester.
No, we forgot about the true origin.
Goof.
No, come on. Ancient.
There's
oh,
nothing. History,
fools.
circus,
Come on, no.
everything we know.
Oh, shit.
Or-
Scary and evil. Scary and evil.
Scary,
Scary and evil.
scary
Killer
clown also has evil.
Oh,
Killer
DC
clown
Comics.
yes,
Joker. Fuck.
It.
Damn it.
Yeah, there's no demonic clown. That would have been cool.
I bought it. I believed it.
Would have been cool.
It
I want
would've
to see
been
more
cool.
of the book.
Yeah.
The book was cool.
Yeah, honestly, if they dove into like more demonic stuff.
Because she flips through it
Yeah.
like quickly, but it doesn't show shit.
And she even teased at the end. She's like, we can save your daddy. Go get the book.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
We should talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we
I
can talk
liked
about
it.
that now. So the ending. Okay, once again, she's stupid.
She's in shock.
Because when she goes to the
she
hotel.
loves him. She
okay,
loves
fine.
him.
Fine.
Is,
She
is-
took him home.
She did. She loves him.
He just ate a kid.
Don't you love someone? Have you ever loved someone?
Not that much.
You wouldn't understand then.
No.
I understand.
No.
If I
I wouldn't
truly
want
lo-
to be your friend if you ate children. I'm sorry. That's where I draw the line.
Well, you're not open-minded.
Clown or not.
You're not
No
open-minded.
excuses. No excuses.
Little chicken moans.
Yes. So the ending.
What?
She slices his neck with a knife. I like
Yeah.
that. Oh, which
Butcher?
reminded me because the stuff that's like came out
Was diarrhea.
He's been like sneezing poo through
Yeah.
the whole movie, and it was disgusting.
Poor
No, sorry. One thing before we have to say
Yeah.
before the end, because this part was actually fucking cool. When he tries to kill himself with a gun.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a cool shot.
What a cool fucking
That's
shot.
like they did A24 just in that shot, and then that's it. They stopped.
He puts an old school revolver in his mouth,
Yeah.
blows his brains
Yeah.
out, but what
Cool-
comes out
really cool
is
frame.
just rainbow, I guess, blood.
Yeah, yeah. And he's sitting there for like 30 seconds, just dead.
That was the one scene where it was like just
Yeah.
shot on him
Yeah.
and made sense.
Yeah. I think even the buzzsaw scenes did a little bit of that too. The rocking of the chair. I think that was just really cool, and how he freaked out a bit.
Well, yeah, because that makes sense. Because you're obviously going to be hesitant.
Yeah,
Because
you're like, "Ooh."
when he finds out that you have to take the head off,
Yeah.
and he's still human enough to give a shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes to the hardware store and buys a bunch of table saws or whatever. And I love even how I guess it is supposed to be funny.
Comedy.
Because at that point, he looks like shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Barely even looks like a clown because he has like all the hobo
Yeah.
stuff on. And the guy's still like, you building a fun house?
Yeah, yeah. Every single time where he went out to public in sunglasses and a hat.
Next time I watch this movie, I'm going to watch it in a different light.
Yeah, watch it in the
All right.
lens of him being a silly clown. And we're supposed to laugh at clowns.
But as I was saying, those scenes were really good for being hesitant and
Yes.
whatnot. Because when he does try to kill himself, it's literally just showing him
Yeah.
come back to life and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
long it takes. It literally took like
And
15 seconds or
I
something.
think it would be a lot cooler, to your point, to have more of those scenes too, because I think those were the strongest scenes in the movie.
Mhm.
Is like him trying to figure this out on his own and like going through the motions and like trying to deal with it, possibly even have a Venom situation where the demon is telling you one thing and you're resisting, and then building that relationship would kind of be interesting to see in this sort of movie.
And I think maybe that's why it didn't blend well for me too, because his character wasn't more like an Ash.
Yeah.
Like if he was going a bit more crazy through this,
Yeah.
maybe it would have worked. But he's too dramatic
Exactly.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Like when he shoots himself,
Yeah.
it would have been better if he woke up and just started flipping out
Yeah.
like, I can't fucking do anything. Kind of, what do I do?
Yeah.
Or a funny clown dance,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just going nuts, like
Oh, that'd be-
trying
yeah.
to like being
Yeah.
pissed off at the situation. But I don't think he does anything. He just
No.
wakes up and
He wakes up and
like
tries
feels his head and is like, "What the
yeah,
fuck?"
and goes and immediately
That was
cuts.
a great scene. I think
Yeah.
that was probably my favorite scene.
Yeah,
just because of the
framing and
the-
everything. It was great.
the rainbow
Yeah,
on the back. It
yeah.
was just so cool.
All one shot.
But so yes, the end when she finally wants to kill him.
Mhm.
She's slight, and this is when he's in his final form,
Yes.
which looked cool.
Yeah.
Although there's one thing I wanted,
Was an
or I would have
in-between.
done, would have like because you know how clowns have the big mouth.
Yeah,
I was hoping there was going to be
big-
some sort of like just cut.
yeah.
up,
You see like,
like
teeth
the
or
mouth.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just because why else would the
Yeah.
because they had an explanation for the nose being red.
Yeah.
He lives in
Yeah.
in like snowy hills,
Enough
so
of
it
the
was
Joker stars.
blistering and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like that he she slices,
Yeah, with a butcher's knife.
so it's just a little cut.
Yeah.
And then she gets a chain around his neck, and he basically
Yeah.
fucks himself over
Like a
because
dog.
he's being stupid.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like his hunger for the kids are taking
He's
over.
being stupid.
Well, he's being he wants the kids so bad.
I know, right? That he
that
just goes,
he's choking himself
Yeah.
to death when he knows that that's how
Yeah.
he dies.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
And then all she has to do is smack him with a sledgehammer.
he's too greedy.
Still doesn't do the job fully.
No.
Because what would you? Is that like a tendon you think was
yeah,
still
like,
attached?
his spine even. Oh yeah, it was like stringy.
And she had to rip it off,
Yeah.
but not before. Because this is what comes into play.
Yeah.
What you were saying, the guy kept saying, "Don't trust him."
Yes.
And the clown becomes the husband
Yeah.
again,
I was
and that's
just
when
saying,
she's like, "Go get the book.
Yeah, yeah,
we
go
can
get the-
figure this
yeah.
out. Grab me some chains."
Yeah.
And the kid is actually like,
Yes.
"That's not dad."
Love that.
Do you think it would have been possible? Do you think there would have been something in the book still? Because he does turn back to the dad after she kills him. Like the skin comes
Yeah.
off and it's him.
And I wonder if, yeah, because the uniform wasn't. It's just, it was a host. I think that was a host situation. But is there a way to get him out? I thought, did he not eat 5 kids? No, he didn't.
No, because
You're right.
that was the 5th kid.
'Cause-
Because she was gonna bring that little girl to him.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Because
And then-
he told her I'm gonna go eat your kid
Yes.
as the final kid, unless you bring me one more and I'll give you
Yeah,
back
yeah.
your husband.
Yeah.
But that was a trick
He
because when
lied.
she brought the kid to where he
He
said
just wasn't there.
he wasn't there
Yeah.
and he was already after.
Did he call the police? I wonder. He set up the whole interaction. Called a cop to the.
Oh yeah, that didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
He doesn't show up again or
Yeah,
anything.
just a police officer, and then she runs out the car.
Like how? Why was he there? Because that was such a secluded
clown-
spot. Unless he
called the
followed
police.
her
Oh, right.
from Chuck E.
taking the kid.
Cheese, because
Yeah.
there was cops there, right?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was I would assume that's what I thought. I thought the clown was just tricking her.
So
'cause
if
he
he
wanted
had one
Jack.
more, if he had one more kid, I'm sure he'd be out.
That's what I thought was weird.
Yeah,
So basically,
that was between him being back to his normal self.
well, unless that only works if he's making a deal with someone.
right.
Maybe if he's not making a deal, he just keeps eating
Yeah,
kids
'cause, like,
and gets more powerful and just
Yeah.
doesn't go away.
The previous clown was chained up against his will, so that
Mhm.
was maybe the last chance. He's like, just give me 5 kids and I'll rest. Yeah, who knows if it lies or not.
That's true. So
Yeah.
maybe even if he got the other kid,
Yeah,
maybe
he'd
he
go,
still would have
"Fuck you."
done. He would have kept
Yeah.
going, or maybe that was going to be the cruel joke because
Yeah,
he's a clown
yeah,
and he's going after the last kid. He's going after is their kid,
yeah, yeah.
and then if he became the husband again,
the killing
that's
joke.
kind of the funny thing, right? You can
killing
have
joke.
each other, but you don't get your kid.
The killing joke.
No,
One of the
I mean,
best Joker comic books.
it is,
ever
but
made.
that's not what happens.
That would actually be really neat. And I like that interpretation. And I would have never read this deeply into this shit film.
I am though,
What's your rating?
because that was my favorite part of the movie was the lore of the clown
it was
and
really
how
cool. I wish they did read through the book a little more. Just to see what kind of entity it was. Or like previous clowns and how they got out.
Now, do you think if he got, because we find out she's pregnant, which really isn't,
For the one scene where he smells the baby in her.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But all he does is
She
do
can't
that,
drink.
and she's like, okay, I'll get you
Yeah,
a kid. And she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or no, that does not. That's right at the end where she's getting
Oh,
dug
no,
into
yeah,
her. and
she yells
Jack,
out
run.
to Jack, yeah. But even still, why does he want to go after Jack when he could have just,
Because he likes the poetry.
not fully,
The killing joke.
well, that, and it was probably not fully developed
Yeah,
yet. She
not enough
didn't
power.
even have a bump
It's like
yet.
a half kid.
But that's what I mean. That was still such a weird thing, because that's like in the opening.
Yeah.
Literally, we get to the party and she's like, "No, I can't
Yeah.
drink." Wink,
Wink.
wink, and you're like, "Oh, she's pregnant."
Yeah, yeah.
And then it never comes up again until the end. You're like, "Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Oh, yeah, she's pregnant.
that's right."
And she yelled it at one point when she was checking on him. I'm pregnant.
So both times it literally came up for her an excuse to stop the situation, or to keep the situation going.
Thank you, baby.
That's funny.
Plot devices.
Yeah,
Imagine.
my rating
Yeah.
of this movie
What's your
out of
fucking rating?
5.
Out of 5. Let me think of mine.
I'm gonna go.
I have a fair rating for it.
For now, I think I'm gonna go with a 2. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a 2 out of 5.
Oh!
What?
3.1 was mine.
3.1. All right.
I think that's fair.
That's lower than I thought you were
I
gonna
think
give
that's
it.
fair.
That's fine. You're allowed to.
I think 2.
2.
I think that's mischaracterized.
Well, I think because I wanted to see it so bad when it first came out and hadn't seen it till now. I had an expectation in
Of
my
course.
mind, and even the trailers for it made it look a lot more dark and
Yeah.
creepy.
And it is a fault of that some scenes they put some process into flopped, and not because of the scenes themselves, but because of the pacing of the movie and the kind of genre expectation.
The director seems to be very good at mixing comedy with action, a la
Right.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Comedy and horror,
Yeah.
probably not their strong suit.
And maybe
that's what I'll say.
What he was even going for was comedy and suspense horror. And suspense horror and comedy is hard to. You got to be a Raimi to do that. You got to have some punchy.
We got to get you watching more movies so you're not just
Edgar
saying
Wright.
Raimi for everything.
Edgar
I like
Wright.
it, but it's just funny
Punchy
that
guy.
I've created a monster.
Pa. I watched Scott Pilgrim.
Or
I
a
watched one
deadite.
Raimi.
I've created a deadite.
I've watched one Raimi. I've watched Ron Raimi.
Ron Raimi. All right. No more clowning around. Shall we wrap this up like a dumbass dad in a demonic clown suit?
Right, because he was wrapped up in
'Cause he was
demonic
wrapped
skin.
up.
Yeah.
That was a pretty
He was a
badass wig, though.
necronomicon of his own.
Wow.
My
Did
name,
you just have a stroke?
my name is Steven. We'd never do this. We never sign
We
off.
never sign off with our names. They already know it.
What if they forgot? Clown.
Well, as long as they don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And subscribe to us on our YouTube page that is
Going to have video soon.
Soon.
Very soon.
very soon. I can
we
smell
promise. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do something, and it's going to be fun.
it. Our faces on camera.
Oh.
We're gonna
so we're going to scare you.
We're going to make a movie.
No. All right, but be sure to follow us on all your favorite apps. Tell someone about us if you like the show.
Tell
like your dog
A
or
stranger
like,
on the street.
yeah, like that kid like kicking the ball around
Yeah.
out in the middle of the road.
Tangents of horror.
Do kids still do? Do the kids still
Kids
go
don't
outside?
go outside and nope, they have iPads
Hmm.
and they have to plug it into the wall for it to work.
Hmm.
Yep, that's it. So go find a kid's iPad and write him a note in the notes and say Tangents of Horror.
Tell your friends at bingo night.
A bingo night.
Do people bingo?
Yeah, go to like GameStop. Go to GameStop, trade in a game, say Tangents of Horror, write in the instruction manual in the game.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Crazy.
Right, Spotify, Tangents of Horror,
You
all one
said
word.
colon.
Shit.
That's like a bum.
Shit. And my name's Steven. What?